So I've been working on the cluster center surround, radio surround piece. This guy right here. I decided to, like I said, I think in past videos, I wanted to move the bass knob and put it somewhere else. So I'm going to be putting that in the ashtray because you won't see it anyways. The only time I really mess with it, flip down the ashtray and then I can mess with it. So I'm going to be moving it. So what I did is I filled the center hole. You can see the center hole here. That's where it was. And I filled these pieces before, the side pieces. So I went ahead and filled it in and then sanded everything down, getting it ready for paint. So that's where I'm at now. And what I did is I used a piece of, I think it's 1/8 inch thick plastic, and I cut it out to size to fit in the hole. Then I used some CA glue, just dabs of it in 4 spots. And then I went back over it and filled in the crack with this stuff, JB Weld plastic bonder. So I went all around basically the areas that had holes in it. And I also did, you can see on the back side here where I went around and filled it also. And there was a couple of holes. There was a hole here, I don't know what that hole was. And then there was 2 holes on this side. I don't know what those holes were for either. So I filled those. Then I sanded everything nice and smooth with 180, then 320 and 400. And then after that, I used this Sem soap, which is gritty soap, and a Scotch-Brite pad, a gray Scotch-Brite pad. I used those 2 together and then cleaned it up with that, scuffed everything, made sure it was good and scuffed, and then I'm gonna go back over it with this prep, plastic and leather. I guess it's like a cleaner degreaser. And then I have some plastic adhesion promoter. And then I have satin black. Hopefully the black is good. Hopefully it's got like, I would rather have something like flat, but with a little sheen. So hopefully this will do okay. If I don't like it, I may have to do something else. I was hoping for something more flat black, but hopefully this is good enough. I didn't want gloss, didn't want anything like that. So yeah, let's get to cleaning this up, hit it with the adhesion promoter, and then do a coat of paint. Well, it's all painted. I'll give you a little view of it. You can still kind of see the ghosting of the places that I patched, but all in all, it looks pretty good, I think. I'm happy with it. The areas around I guess this trim piece had like a silver stripe. I plan on trying to put it back on with touch-up paint. So that's what I'll be doing next, I guess, on this piece. I didn't share it in the last video, but I wanted to show you, I guess, the ashtray and the setup. So the ashtray is like this, and there is the bass knob in the ashtray. I drilled a hole, but I might have to change it in the back. can kind of see it. I might have to change it or move it up some, depending on where everything is in the dash. I still got to look at that, because I got to make sure that the cable goes up through there. It's like a data cable. So I might get into doing some of the wiring that I need to do and pulling stuff apart so I can take out the center console, because I'm going to eventually need that out for the shifter. But I also need to, I guess, I'll be modifying that, the surround for the shifter at some point before I paint it. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm going to try to do some videos in here of the wiring stuff, and yeah, let's get at it. So recently just got done painting the radio surround slash cluster surround, and this is what it looks like. So as far as the gray stripe, put the gray stripe around, which was on the original one. So, and how I did that was I have some gray model paint, which I found on, I don't know, Amazon or whatever. And that's what I used to essentially paint around the grill when I repainted the grill. And with that, I used just a paintbrush and the model paint. And then from there, areas that I needed to touch up, I went and sprayed black on a little paper plate, and then used the same paintbrush and touched up areas so that it wouldn't look like I had a bunch of over brush marks, I guess you could say. And yeah, then I finished that. So then the interior, I went and I pulled the shifter surround center console and pulled the air ride management, my manual setup out. And that I have out for now, waiting to install that back in the truck. And I'm waiting for my shifter still, which is, I've been just a little bit over a month waiting for it, but no big deal. I've kind of been working on other stuff. Once I pulled the shifter surround, don't mind the heater that was in here to warm things up when I was working. But when I pulled the shifter surround out and pulled the air setup, the air lines are here. I went through and just sorted all my wiring and made sure things made sense, and everything's kind of, I guess, not really labeled because I know what everything is, but it's just set out that I know what it is, why it's there, and just easy to put back together, I guess. Like, this is all the air ride, electrical, and the LEDs. This setup is the LED interior lights, which I may change, but for now, it's part of all this stuff. But I'm waiting for my shifter to come in. It's basically just a performance shifter. I will wait till I get it to do an unboxing video and lay it out and show you what came with the kit and what it is. And then I will compare the two laid out. I just wanted to make sure when I get the kit that it has everything I need, because I didn't want to tear into the truck, pull everything all apart, and then find out that it wasn't going to work, or I'm missing something, because I didn't want to be midway through it and then be stuck and not be able to use the truck in 2 months when Mini Nats is around again. So I plan on going to Mini Nats again, so that's kind of my goal, I guess, which really isn't a big goal to do because the truck is essentially done, but I just want to put it back together. But yeah, the shifter will be a different video, and I just wanted to finish this video because I wanted to get something out there. I know I've been working on stuff with mini DV tapes, which I've been wanting to get out to share to friends and whatnot of old BMX videos and hangouts, and before they turn to dust, I guess, or not be able to work anymore. So I've been working on that here and there, but working on the truck also. So that's what I've been up to. So hopefully the shifter should be here by next week, hopefully, and I can get into doing that. But the shifter would be totally a different video and give me something else to make a video on. This one's kind of not much going on in it, just the shifter surround and tearing stuff apart and updating you guys where I'm at on the truck. But yeah, not too much going on, just keeping things going here and there. But anywho, as always, thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. And I will be back with a video soon working on the shifter, and I will see you then. All right, bye.